NFL superstar Tom Brady and supermodel Gisele are 100% getting divorced. If you haven't heard the news, there's been issues circulating in all the rumor tabloids. Tom Brady just missed 11 days of practice, and when he was asked about it, he said, "I'm 45 years old. I got a lot of stuff going on." Gisele has been blamed, saying that she wants Tom to spend more time at home. She's fighting back and saying it's sexist. And this isn't the first time there's been problems in Tom and Gisele land. Back in 2018, Tom Brady revealed that Gisele wasn't completely happy with how much time he's spending away from the family and away from the kids. And if you don't know, Tom Brady is arguably the most successful football player in history. The guy is so driven, so motivated, so focused on his career, and he's been so successful at it that during the NFL season, he's 100% in it, and then in the off season, he's off focusing on his business ventures. So this has been a pattern in the relationship. In the video today, I just want to break down a few reasons why I truly believe 100% they are getting divorced, and also some tips on what they can do to potentially salvage their relationship and come together as a true union and partnership moving forward. Now, if you're not aware, NFL and celebrities, they have some of the highest divorce rates in the world. It's said that NFL players get divorced about 70 to 80% of the time, which is nearly double the rest of the population. And there's a few reasons for this. First of all, NFL players have so many more options. They're meeting people all the time. They are having women throwing themselves at them, sending them direct messages on Instagram, sliding them phone numbers at games. They are just constantly bombarded by women who are throwing themselves. So that's abnormal. Also, just to make it in the NFL, you have to have a hyper-aggressive, competitive personality type. And that lends itself, if you're hyper-competitive, it lends itself to the dating market, because it is a competition between men and women to find the highest value partners that they possibly can. So it makes sense that someone who is obsessed with winning will want to play in that game as well, especially if they have a competitive advantage, either being rich or famous or, highly successful and well-known celebrities. They all have these big advantages, so it makes sense that they would want to play in that game also. In addition, they spend time away from home traveling, so again, there's a lot more opportunities. And these big celebrity superstars tend to have big superstar-sized egos. And that's a big problem when you're thinking about yourself and how great you are. You're not always being empathetic to your partner and their needs. So all of those are reasons why it's likely that Tom and Gisele will get divorced. However, something just happened recently that I believe is the smoking gun. It's the reason I believe Gisele is moving forward and will divorce Tom. In the tabloids, there were rumors being spread that were blaming Gisele and saying that Gisele was resentful and upset with Tom for going back and playing another season in the NFL. And this is the part that tells me they are definitely separating. Gisele goes on public media and she said that it is sexist what people are saying about her, and she makes it into a man versus a women argument. So she goes men versus women. And to me, that is the opposite of what you want to do if you're trying to come together and form a partnership and make things good with your spouse. You don't want to start attacking their entire gender. So again, what I think Gisele is doing is kind of setting herself up to defend herself, because she's gonna go to court and she wants to place herself and tell the story of her being more of the victim than the persecutor on this one. So I believe that this is a storyline that either she's coming up with or is being come up with by very, very smart divorce attorneys. And we will see in the coming weeks that they will officially be splitting. So you heard it here first. Gisele and Tom, I believe, are 100% getting divorced. I'm not happy for them. This is sad. They have 2 kids together. They're raising 3 kids. It sounds like they have worked through a lot of hardship over the years. It's not easy being a world-known celebrity and trying to raise a family together. So I do wish them the best, and I do want to give them a couple of tips or suggestions that I think would be most helpful. To Gisele, part of what I would say is you need to understand who you married. Tom is the same guy that you married 13 years ago. He's not going to change. He is a driven, obsessed competitor. He's not a super nice, sweet, giving person. There's plenty of stories of him being a bad sportsman, not going out and being upset that he lost, not shaking the other team's hand. The guy is super hyper competitive and a lot of times does not care about other people. He's focused on winning. That's who you married. So if you expected him to all of a sudden change when he retired, there's a little bit of news to you. People don't change that easily. This is who he is. So either you learn to accept him for who he is, which means he's probably not going to be the dad who's dropping off kids at school and picking them up. He's probably not going to be the dad who's eating dinner with you every single night. This is a guy who is going to continue to be driven and motivated to win at all costs. And it sounds like it might be to the cost of your family vision. To Tom, I would tell you that you have a wife who has devoted the past 13 years of her life to you and to your family. And nothing comes for free. With everything in life, there's a cost. You need to ask yourself, what are you willing to give up for your quest of fame and glory and winning? Are you willing to lose the woman who's probably arguably the most devoted person that you'll ever find in your life? Are you willing to lose her? Are you willing to lose the family unit? Because at the end of the day, the best thing that you can do for your 3 children is to love and adore and treat their mother with respect. That's how you help your kids to grow up to be good, loving people, is to love their mother. So I think both of you, there has to be a bit of acceptance, and you have to give up the fantasy and start to accept the reality of who you married, what your current situation is, and either choose to be grateful and giving or choose to let go of someone who has devoted themselves to you for the past 13 years to pursue your own self-centered desires. I don't know what the right answer is, but we'll stay tuned and see how this all plays out. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't want to miss any upcoming celebrity breakdowns, hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.